Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Gets past one man. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give running right is Chubb. A nice little juke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Browns 7, Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it? No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0.
14, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's
touchdown! Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Jaguars nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
21-0 our score after 1. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
I'm coming after you.
On third down, Robinson. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, exit.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, mom. Check three, check three. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 43.
Now Chubb running right. He stiff arms him. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run. Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
I got you. Hey, Alpha! Hey, we gotta get to that Mike over there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. I'm here all day.
They'll look to throw.
Got an open man at Schwartz.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm coming. No. Off. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 70 Lion. Watch the whip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jaguars, 0.
1
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Again, it's Robinson. Busts through the tackle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Robinson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
When you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A give. This is Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, check back, 6. All day, baby, all day.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
You got nothing.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns continue to roll. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson.
Robinson, a 1st down and then some. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
I got it. Line 55.
On the run, it's Robinson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Echo.
Line 52.
Lawrence will throw.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, he's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brady. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the edge.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this returnable for Rager. And he's out right at the 25. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. 57's the mic, watch 57. Hey, 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 hey.
And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
57's Mike. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Yo, 44. 44's getting the ball right there. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got wide, I got wide.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Mike, 6. All day, dog. Pick it up. You're embarrassing. Ready. Check back 6, back 6. You.
And they will take a knee here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3 down, 3 down. 57. Go. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 57.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mills to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action now. Mills. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the try here for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Brwns.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.